Hey, I'm Matt Wiltshire, and I'm running for mayor.
Welcome to Tech Hill Commons. I know you've no stranger here. We're really glad that you and the rest of the candidates have taken some time to share not only your ideas, but also why you're running through the lens of trying to get votes from the tech community.
Sure.
So start me off with not only why are you running, but really why should someone in the tech community vote for you?
Sure. Well, thank you for having me here. And as you probably know, I am a Nashville native and graduate of Metro Nashville Public Schools. I'm running for mayor because stuff just isn't working right in our city right now. And it doesn't need to be that way. I think there are a lot of improvements we can make operationally and with some of the big issues that we're facing to make this city function better for people who actually live here.
When you think about let's say the tech community, because that is a growing community, people who live in Nashville.
Yeah.
What are the things that you're hearing from them, and what are you trying to do to make that experience better?
Well, so as you know, I spent 8 years in the mayor's office helping businesses grow here, and got to work with the NTC over 8 years, and then the last 3 years at the Public Housing Authority. So this is a community that I feel a part of, and I think a lot of the challenges that folks in the tech industry face are the similar challenges that other folks face. Affordability, public education, public safety. Those are the things that I'm most focused on. I think specific to the tech industry, some of those things are highlighted even more so, right? Just accentuated. It's building a nascent community into one that really attracts folks to move here in the first place. I think there's a lot we can be doing to do that using innovative approaches to each of those issues that I talked about: public education, public safety, and affordability.
When we think about some of those initiatives, when you're thinking about the vision for the future of Nashville, especially with our tech community, all of the industry that's here, the companies moving here, all of the above, what are some of the initiatives you have in mind to really make sure we're thinking about what is needed, especially in the tech community?
Yeah. So in each of those focus areas that I talked about, I think there's a lot of innovation that we can utilize in each one. I'll start with public education. So I'm a graduate of Metro Nashville Public Schools, as I mentioned. My wife, Chrissy, and I have 6 kids between us. It's quite a challenge in and of its own self, but each of them has attended Metro Nashville Public Schools. And so we've seen a lot of what the city has to offer. It's important that we continue to invest. So there's a great IT academy at John Overton High School, and where Jill Pittman is the principal. And investing in academies like that to help develop the next generation of IT workforce, I think, is important for the industry. It's also really important for kids, finding ways for them to engage and feel engaged in the public school system. So I'd like to invite companies to get more engaged in the academies, like the IT Academy at Overton High School.
What age is that for?
That's 9 through 12.
So that's high school, learning things that you might not even know about. That's an option of a career.
Exactly. Yeah. And they have some great internship opportunities that are integrated. There's some really great stories about students who have begun internships and then found careers to go straight into work without even going to college in some instances. I think each kid needs to chart their own path.
Here, Nashville Tech Council, Greater Nashville Tech Council, they do a lot of stuff with schools, all grades, not just high school. And it's trying to be that spark to help someone know, hey, there's a whole path here that you might not know about, and it can be generation changing with making sure you get part of the industry that's happening.
Absolutely.
It can change families forever.
It really can. And I think, you sort of hit the nail on the head. Each kid is different, right? There are some kids who are into music. There are some kids who are engaged by science. Some kids who love written word or English. It's important to meet each kid where they are and not just where they should be stereotyped to go in. How many people do you know become a lawyer because their dad was a lawyer and then they end up as a lawyer and they're miserable? We need to be meeting kids where they are, creating alternatives for kids. There are some great public schools in Nashville, but every school in Nashville should be a world-class school. Part of the way we do that, I think, is through innovation, including the tech sector.
Something that we're often hearing about, the importance of, we're trying our best to make sure no one's left behind, that there are paths for someone to get into the tech industry. So the question is, how do you make sure Nashville can be diverse and inclusive with our tech community, the industry here, Any thoughts or ideas of how we can do a better job with that into the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think the diversity is one of the real strengths of Nashville. The Nashville that I grew up in looked very different from the Nashville of today. And that growing diversity and richness has made our city an even more attractive place. It is important to be intentional to reaching out to communities, again, to give folks the opportunity. It may be the right thing for somebody to go into tech. It may not be. It's not about forcing people into something, but it is about opening the door, giving everyone a seat at the table so that they have the option, whatever that may be. And there are lots of barriers out there that we need to address: affordability, transportation, but it's about making sure that we're removing those barriers, inviting folks intentionally to the table to give them an opportunity to be a part of it. I think it's exciting.
Well, I know you're excited to be running. We really appreciate you showing up today, and we thank you for running, because all of you in this race, it's a lot of hard work, and you're sharing your ideas, and we're hoping through all that effort, Nashville will be even better. So anything you want to leave us with?
No, I just say thank you to you. I really, it is hard work, but I am loving this. I mean, it is my job right now to go talk to smart people about the biggest challenges facing the city and then figuring out the innovative solutions to address those challenges. That is a great job to get to have, and I'm excited about it and excited to get to spend some time with you here today. So thank you.
Thanks for watching. This episode has been a production of Relationary Marketing in partnership with the Greater Nashville Technology Council.